Hi, Gerald Brister. This is going to be part 4 in our little series about the welding rods and your roots. And I had this thought, what if you get a bad fit up? I mean, a really bad fit up. I mean, the picture we have up now is I'm running a root. You can see inside the 12-inch. What if you get an Italian weld? You got Italian weld, and it could be smaller pipe. It could be 36-inch pipe. But it's irregular. It's a bad fit up. You got high, low, it's tight, it's wide, and you got a wide place on the top particularly. What do you do with it? Well, you want to leave yourself a viewing area for sure. And so the best viewing area is not 12 o'clock on the top like people usually think. The best viewing areas are the 1 o'clock and the 11 o'clock area. Why is it the best? Because when you go to seal up that wide place on top dead center, it happens, you could have a drip there. You could put excess penetration in there trying to bridge that gap, and then you got a mess. And if you have left that as your viewing area, now you can't tell what's really going on inside too good. If you leave the 1 o'clock and 11 o'clock open, you are able to see the top very easily with a flashlight. You can see all down both sides, yours and your partner's. You can see if you caught the high-low or you got through the tight place. So I recommend the 11 and 1 o'clock area. All right, now what if you get that drip? What do you do then? Well, you don't drag back over it again. You may think that at first if you don't have much experience, but all you're going to do is make it worse. Even if you stuff some more metal in it, it is now bigger than before. Any excess penetration on an x-ray shows up like snow white. The heavier it is, the thicker it is, the more the drip, the whiter it gets. So you're going to draw a lot of attention. It's not going to be overlooked. Your first impression scientifically, when you look in that pipe, you look and check all your bead out, whatever it is, high, low, da-da-da-da. Your first impression is going to be 85% of the time right. Don't try to analyze it, just look in there. If your bead looks concave, if it looks like you didn't quite catch the shoulder, then you probably didn't. So instead of vacillating and chit-chatting with everybody, just decide to mark it, go down there, grind through it, thin it a little bit, and then push through it again. Check it out again. If you get a drip on top, there's no point messing with it. Don't even think about it. This is what you need to do. You grind and take that 1/8 grinding blade and grind it right through it so that you knock it out. And then you shave the sides of that grinding blade a little bit because there's going to be little shards on the side. And you've got to get those off just like if you were TIG welding to make a repair. You can take bend a welding rod, stick it in there, and kind of roll it with your wrist and scrape the sides from the outside into the bevel till you get all those little pieces off. If they're stuck there, then you need to shave that bevel, the hole that you made, and make it a little wider. We're going to step it and stitch it up anyway, so don't worry about it. That's got to come out of there because that will be a repair, probably a cutout. So that's what you want to do. Then you want to you want to ramp it on both sides just like a normal repair. You want to have a lead in and a lead out of that spot. And then you want to turn your machine down, not so cold that it wants to stick. Then you want to go in there and you want to step it. And if you have to, put a little bit, one side or the other, break the arc. In a split second, it will get hard enough and cooled, put another little spot. And just keep working that way across, making a little bridge, working your way across until you tie it in. There's not going to be any wagon tracks when you stuff something, so you don't need to grind it very much. Then hot pass it and get on about your business. Any bead, all it has to be is a 1/16 above flush if it's not concave. If it's flush, if it's a 30-second high, it's going to be another 30-second high or more after the weld is made because of the shrinkage and the compression. And so just remember that. You probably know that. If you've looked at a bead that you could see, once you put it in, after you weld it, it's higher. I'm Gerald Brister, and that is your viewing and your bead repair.